Here we have the Mercedes. I'll put the key in. It will not start. I'll reverse the key. All the lights on the dashboard come on. I'll put it off again fully. And it started that time, you just heard it. So I'll put it off. So as you've seen, there's an intermittent fault. We'll just diagnose this and see where the problem lies. There are a couple of areas in which the problem can arise. So what I started off doing was checking the main ground cable for the starter motor, and I did find that it was a bit oxidized. So to play safe, it's best to clean the cable, or better still replace it, or add an additional cable, which you will see me do later in the video. Now as you can see, I was just pointing it out. So that is the cable. It goes from the engine mount to the chassis rail. You want to give all the areas a good clean. You'll have to remove the airbox to give you adequate clearance to remove the ground cable and clean both contacts. This is the ground cable. It's a short piece of exposed wire. So what you want to do is you want to clean up this area. Get a wire brush and clean up this area. Get a wire brush and clean up that area as well. Clean them both up well. And even if you want, you can just replace the ground cable. Replace the factory one with a higher current copper terminal cable. You can use a wire brush on a drill gun, or just a manual handheld wire brush, just to clean up the surfaces where the contacts meet. This is my new ground cable I'm going to be running in addition to the factory existing one. I ran the new cable from the intake manifold bracket. I removed one of the bolts there, and I ran the cable up to the top where Mercedes-Benz supplies the factory grounding point, where you can connect up a charger, or how you jump your vehicle if it's dead. Before mounting the cable and securing it in place, I used a multimeter to test the resistance between my desired points, just to make sure it's within specification. And it had a fairly low resistance. You don't want to run a new cable and have high resistance between the body and the chassis, or between the engine and the chassis. Once that's completed, you can go ahead and put the airbox back in. Make sure you torque down the engine mount bracket bolt, and torque down any other bolts that you have opened. Now going inside, we want to address the problem with the relays. This is your main culprit and is usually the main cause of the starting issues. So find your fuse panel, which is located on the passenger's side footwell, just above where the tools are located. You want to open this, and you want to check the relays, as I'll show you in the diagram coming up. To get adequate access to the relays, you want to remove the panel just above the fuses, and that's covering the relays from the outside. It's just held in by one single torque screw. You undo that screw and you just pull the panel. There's another clip at the top. I'll put up the fuse diagram now and the relay diagram so you'll see which one I'm talking about. I've removed the glove box here just to make it easier to show you all exactly where the problem lies with the relays and which ones to change. This is the reason why I removed the glove box and all the paneling around that vicinity, but you don't need to do the same thing. So now moving up to the relays, what I recommend is just to replace all 4 of them. Just replace them, as you'll see coming up in the next clip. I'll be showing you how they get corroded and what happens to the contacts. So don't take a chance and replace just 1 or 2, just replace all 4. Check them all, it doesn't hurt to check them all, and just make sure no other relays need any replacement. These are the old Mercedes-Benz relays. This yellow one as well is the old design. These have been superseded by these new relays. Part numbers are on the screen now, so you can take note of that, and you'll have to order the right quantity of relays for your particular job. Have a look at this one here. Can you see the green stuff there? That's the oxidization. So I'll open up one of these and I'll show you how badly corroded it is on the inside. Anyway, this is the replacement relay. As you can see now, they're made in Portugal, these new ones. So you want to go through and replace all of those relays. Just blindly replace them all. It's not worth the hassle and the time of being stuck somewhere and having to get a tow or something of that sort. So just replace the whole lot. All of them. Take note of the orientation of each one. This is the open relay. Don't know if you can see that, but that green part there where I'm pointing, that's where the corrosion comes in, and that's where your main contact is. This is why you want to replace all these relays. And I just thought I'd make this video so it helps anyone else out who also has a similar problem. Up now you'll see the van starting up fine, and it's been starting up fine ever since. So this job was done about 3 months ago and we have not had a single problem with the van ever since. Change these relays and potentially replace the ground cable or give it a good clean, just so you ensure that the problem never comes back. I hope this was of some help to someone. Please like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. So please hit that like button, as it really helps me out and it'll help others fix their problems so they can get back on the road as soon as possible. Thanks everyone. We'll just try that once again.